do you still practice vetting? Are you a vet or what?
I am a vet and have been through the whole period. I've only had 2 jobs in that 25 years.
Wow.
And both of them are in the same town.
Okay.
Moved down to South Wales straight from college.
Right.
Well, after a little surgery post college, first job down here, lots of hills, nice place to live, and stayed basically. The RSPCA clinic opened in 2005, and the surgery I was at had some links to the RSPCA local branch. We've been working with them for a number of years, and we supplied a vet on a service contract. So I was one of the vets that was working in the clinic.
Can I quickly say, Jon, RSPCA, for our American overseas listeners, is the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So it's a very big charity over here. I'm sure there are equivalents in America, aren't there?
There are. They're usually the SPCA, so they just drop the Royal in a number of countries.
Okay. That's brilliant. Thanks, Jon. So carry on. So you were working there, presumably as a small animal vet?
Yes, I've only ever done small animals. Even the larger dogs frighten me sometimes.
Says the man with a 4-foot sized dragon right on his shoulders. Right, okay.
Yeah, but he's been sedated for years.
He doesn't look sedated. He doesn't look sedated. He reminds me of the lion.
I think in heraldic terms, that's a dragon rampant, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But good job my head's in the way then.
Yeah. Well, to protect us. Yeah, to protect us and our listeners. Yeah. Carry on, Jon. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Not a problem. After a few years of that, I moved into RSPCA employ to run the clinic full time as sole veterinary surgeon, and 13 years later, there I still am.
Wow! Clearly enjoying it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, no, it's a fantastic job on a number of levels. Being sole vet is always nice if you have the confidence to do it. You can make your own decisions. You don't have to spend half an hour trying to read somebody else's handwriting or work out what they've been trying to do with this animal, because, well, sometimes I do, but that's only because it's me.
That's if you start the run early in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, only in the morning runs, yes.
Right.
The charity side of things is both a challenge and a reward. We work with two work streams: owned animals for people that qualify to come to the clinic, and also animals that come through the inspectorate, all the strays and waifs and so on. And in a lot of cases, you're the only vet that animal's ever going to see, either because it is a stray and needs help, or the owners have limited funds and veterinary fees beyond the basics are beyond them. So it's working very differently. There's the concept of shelter medicine, which I'm sure you yourselves have come across on a number of occasions.
Well, I have. I'm not sure whether Mike will have come to.
What exactly do you mean by shelter medicine, Jon?
Shelter medicine, it basically comes initially from animal shelters, where there are restricted funds to sort out everything. And you basically have to work in a way that gives the most benefits to the most animals within those resources that you have.
Right.
So you don't have an MRI scanner to check and see what's going on inside the animal. Depending on which establishment you're at, you have restricted toys to play with and restricted numbers of drugs to use.
Right, okay.
And within that framework, you have to then do your best for all of those animals and help as many as you can within that framework.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that surely on your day-to-day basis, that must lead to some very difficult decisions.
It does. And making those difficult decisions, I mean, it's not a job for everybody. You have to have confidence in your decisions, even more so than as a standard vet. And if you take the obvious difficult decisions of euthanasia, as a standard veterinary surgeon, that's a difficult conversation to have with the owners at any point. When you're looking at restricted funds and so on for owned animals, then that can make it more difficult. But in some ways, it can make it a little bit easier as well, because you're there, you can empathize with the owner, you're well aware of the whole circumstance, and you can help them come to whichever decision they're able to make.